another episode of BEG Wrestling, baby.
We are here. Yeah,
that's right. We are here.
Welcome.
This week we're talking about Gable. We're talking about Spencer. We're breaking down 157-pound weight class. We're going through some wrestling nicknames.
Oh, boy.
Lightning round and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But first, we got to name our subscriber of the week this week.
All right.
It has to be Matt Hoffman.
Matt
Hoffman, okay.
Okay, that's
Weekly
right.
participation in the live chat.
Yeah.
And,
I've seen a lot of his comments.
He's a big Ohio State fan.
He's there.
He's a big Ohio State fan, yes.
So I like that. I like
there.
that. Yes. Yeah.
So, Matt, I don't know if you want a BEG shirt or not. They're pretty nice shirts.
You know, it's getting
Email
to the point.
us your address and size.
It's getting to the point. Well, there's some other people that kind of have been chiming in, and I'm thinking, man, this guy right here deserves a shirt.
Yeah.
But we can only give out one a week, right?
It's a tough selection, and this week I chose live chat participation over comments on the actual episode. But, all right, let's first...
You know, just not to interrupt, but... If all these people that they like us but they never hit subscribe, if we could get to 1,000 subscribers, we might be able to buy more shirts. Okay, shut up about the subscriptions.
Like and subscribe.
Just shut up.
All right, first let's dive into it, baby. Let's go.
All right.
Gable announcement. Last week we talked about, wow, what's he doing? He's doing everything. You said no brainer. He's doing everything for sure. No, he's not. He taked us all. With a great acting job.
You just made my decision much easier. How about this? Me versus you in my first match at the Great American Bash.
You are swimming with sharks, and right now you're staring eye to eye with a great white, and I am starving, and I smell blood.
You just made my decision that much easier. How about this? Me versus you in my first match at the Great American Bash. Whoa! It didn't work the first time, Booker. The decision has been made. Corbin's pissed.
I don't know if I like this guy.
Gable Steveson is NXT.
No, are you kidding me?
Okay,
Gable, the lights are finally on. Everything's set, and that's what you gave us? Come on. Zach, could he have done better?
Better job at deking us, making us think he's going to Iowa or even maybe Michigan than that acting job on stage.
Now wait, time out.
on, dude.
Time out.
Same with the other dude. He was terrible too. Oh, by the way, hey. Really?
Oh,
now come through me.
I smell blood.
Oh,
you just made my decision easier. I think. You too. You know what? Seriously, it's called passion. No, Gable, I love you, but look, I got another take than anybody else. Okay. Hawk Central even puts out this article. Okay, Gable's not going to Iowa. Gable made his decision. He's doing NXT or WWE, whatever they got.
NXT, where careers go to RIP.
Well, did anyone hear? Maybe I'm out of the loop. Did anyone hear? Did Gable actually say, "I'm not going to wrestle college"? I didn't hear that. And I'll tell you right now, all he said was what he's going to do. And this event, this Great American Bash is coming up right next or soon. Like what, a week or two?
Yeah, that doesn't make him ineligible for college, right?
What's all this talk? Hawk Central, what are you doing? All these people.
Wait, so you're saying he still is wrestling in college?
He could be. He didn't say I'm not
Breaking news, folks.
I'm not wrestling in college.
He
did not say that.
I think you might be right.
I know.
I mean, he's obviously deking us with. He deked us once now with the Iowa Michigan
Which
Well,
I was going to
maybe-
blast him until I thought about that and thought, well, technically he's never said he wasn't. But I thought that was a
Wow.
down dirty thing you did there, Gable. You got all them Iowa fans all excited. All the Minnesota fans were all excited. I said Michigan, but that M was for Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the little M he had, that was Minnesota or Iowa that he teased on Twitter. And you know, the thing is, he didn't say I'm not wrestling, so I don't have that as a closed door yet. I'd like to close that door when someone puts their shoes on the mat. I assume the man is genuine. I'm done. You kind of ruin that tradition if you do come back there, Gable. That's a tradition that should be like a code. You put your shoes on the mat, you have to wrestle with no shoes from this point forward. But, well, you put your shoes on the mat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make him wrestle without any shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what to think about that. Will he be back or not? I don't know.
Listen, his girlfriend apparently lives in Iowa, as
Yeah.
we'll come to find from the Spencer Lee interview, which we'll talk about next.
Yeah. And I
But
tell you
is
what.
he in Iowa to visit his girlfriend? Is he wrestling? You're saying he might still wrestle.
And apparently, he's taking the persona of he's not a bad guy. He's like one of the good guys. I'm trying to read into this, Gable. I'm taking it because the bad guys they would go like, "You just made my decision easier." You know, they'd be putting it on. They'd be throwing it on.
Okay,
thick.
So you're saying his,
But he wants to be the well-spoken. I'm the American hero here. You just made my decision easier. Maybe he should wear a cape or something.
who's writing his lines?
I don't-
Whoever's writing his lines is terrible. Terrible.
Well,
And by the way, I said it before, Gable, voice inflection. Seriously. I mean, that was the most.
No, wait.
And the other guy was terrible too. Who is the other dude?
The one
How is he getting paid?
the one guy on our comments said, "Voice inflection. What is voice inflection?" And I looked it up. I Googled it, and I thought, well, that guy's got a good question. Let me see. I want to hit him with the facts. So I Googled voice inflection, and it kind of had them question marks. What? Did you mean this?
Is that a real word?
Did you mean this? I thought, wow,
Yeah, it's
wow. But it sounds good.
In fluctuation.
In fluctuation, or yes.
inflection. It's something like that. Yeah.
But we all
You get-
we get what you
yeah.
you
A little
know.
bit of that would have been nice, Gable. I've said it before.
You guys aren't watching the Harvard podcast here. This is down home cooking. Well, no.
All right, anything else on Gable before we move on to Spencer? We got to talk about the Spencer Lee interview.
Yes, on Gable. Like I said, I've said all along, you know, it'd be cool for wrestling to have another guy to attract. We need everything that we can get to attract fans and all that. I don't want him to wrestle. Just go international, dude. Win this world championship and then start working on the Olympics. And if you do have to come back, go Minnesota. That would be, I mean, that's just got to,
That's Heavyweight University, right? And
it smells too. It's like be a loyal fan. Sometimes put away some of the money. Believe me, Gable, you're going to make enough money. You're going to be just fine.
I don't know.
I mean, think bigger. Think bigger about your whole persona, your whole.
If he's banking on NXT to make money, I mean, he's better at Twitter than he is talking right now.
I mean, he said it clearly. It's just all the big stars I've seen in that. I never understood. We got some big WWE fans out there. So I'm not going to sit here and blast WWE. I never completely got it myself. I will say this. Them guys are entertaining and athletic. I'll say that. And some of them guys I'll never forget. I've said it on here before. Roddy Piper, loved his interviews. The Rock, love his stuff. You ever see the clip of The Rock singing the Eric Clapton song. Oh, it's classic. Why'd I bring that up? You can't show it here. We'll probably copyright something wrong. That'd be great to show that right there, right now, because
Maybe.
okay. Let's move on.
All right. Touche to Gable. We have to talk about Spencer Lee. Spencer Lee was on Clash of Combat last week. In fact, the day before our episode premiered. And I have a breakdown of all the topics that he went through. You want me to go first with my reaction, or
go ahead.
I'll go through topic to topic. So first of all, where has Spencer Lee been, right? You're probably asking yourself that. Well, he spent a month in Japan, where he spent some time hanging out and he scrapped with some wrestlers.
Well, don't forget
Some
what he
Olympic
said
wrestlers.
about that, too.
What's that?
There's been a lot of double speak on Spencer ever since the Nationals. And this is what he said about his trip to Japan. I wasn't healthy enough to wrestle, but they were begging me to wrestle. I got to wrestle he gave the name. It's one of the girl
Olympic.
champions, one of the female champions. I got to wrestle her and some of the top 3 or 4 in the country at 57 and 61. Now wait, you just said you weren't healthy enough to wrestle,
Yeah.
and then you wrestled.
My same question.
Really?
I know.
What?
I know.
And this has been happening ever since then. The dad conflicts. I did not lose that match because of an injury. And then the very next thing we hear was the dad coming on, Spencer is not healthy. And we keep hearing the words healthy.
Well, yeah. I mean, he later goes on to say that he's been injured always since high school. Wonders if he'll ever be healthy again.
Well, I'll give him that. The knees, he's had injuries. Now, the thing is, his knees are repaired, right?
What is the injury right now?
Well, here's,
I don't
of
even
course,
know. Do we even know?
First off, I got to give tip of the hat to Clash of Combats. They did the thing that Barstool couldn't do. Ask the simple question that all of us wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't you not finish
Nationals.
Nationals?
And
I mean, you heard his response, right? He said, I guess he wasn't physically or mentally
a lot of
ready.
Things, a lot of things happened to me mentally and physically. I was messed up. I couldn't compete. It was a team decision. Now, here's the
We have
thing.
made it pretty clear that does not make any sense for it to be a team decision, correct? Because their place was up for grabs.
Well, I mean, the thing is as although I enjoyed the interview, I like Clash of Combats. I love how they do interviews, but I would have loved the question right there. Spencer, when you say you're not healthy, exactly what do you mean? I would
is
love
the
for
injury?
that question to be answered. Is it your knee? Is it the possibility of your knees? Now, his answer was a lot of things happened to me mentally and physically. To me, all we can do sitting over here is speculate, okay? Because we're not there, and we could be wrong, and we covered the gamut in previous episodes of things that could be. Maybe it's something that's sapping him of his energy or something that he's got to defeat. I don't know. There could be a million things.
That lost to Ramos at them.
Well, yeah. The thing is mentally he was wiped out, and like I can understand that with the whole picture. If you're just looking at here's a wrestler that lost, and then he refused to come back because he was mentally devastated. Well, I can name a million wrestlers that's been in that exact predicament, and they came back and wrestled. Okay.
I know.
However, the Spencer Lee story is bigger, and this is where I have to tiptoe because I don't want to blast Tom Brands. Obviously, Tom Brands is great for our sport. He's one of the leading entertainers in our sport, and obviously he's one of the best wrestlers the U.S. has known, and I'm going to say a great coach, except he messed up with Spencer. Big time. And everything from calling him generational, the best he's ever seen in any year, any country. Here's another one. Toughest man on the planet? Spencer Lee is the toughest man on the planet.
Well, come on. He's boosting him up. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know to your point.
Yeah,
though,
but
I
the
don't
thing
love
is,
that.
this is what caused that complete mental collapse. Spencer has so much admiration. I will give this. The wrestlers in Iowa, they love their coach. And so Tom's got, I'm not saying the team doesn't like him. Obviously, they want to please their coach. They love both Terry and Tom. But that pressure was just, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. And I like to think of myself as not a quitter, but if I'm trying to live up to this guy I admire so much, everything, all these words, toughest man on the planet, and then I go out and lose, I'd probably end up devastated and mentally, not in a good place.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. He said it was mentally and physically. I think it was only mentally. I mean, I think
I agree.
he is able to use the physically excuse because he has so many past injuries. Technically, he's always still injured now. So he can say physically and mentally, but in reality, it was only mentally. I'll tell you, my criticism from that kind of answer, his answer to that was like, dude, what are you? Are you Derek Jeter? Are you Eli Manning, professional beat around the bush? He didn't even answer the question. We never actually got a real answer.
No.
He never gave a real answer, okay? Said he wanted to get ready for the U.S. Open. Well, didn't get ready for that. Said it was a team decision. That don't make any sense either. Okay? I don't know. Didn't like the answer. All right, moving on. He also mentioned what? What do you got?
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
So something else throughout the interview, he mentioned at the U.S. Open that these wrestlers are simply among the fans and that there is no barrier difference breakdown.
Yeah, yes. Well, let's back up a second because I got something else to say.
All right.
The thing is, they asked him, why are you expected to dominate? You could win 14-2, and they said, Spencer didn't have his greatest match. We were counting on a tech there. And I will admit that's been the case for Spencer. And it's part of it started with the coaches, and then it spread to the media and all the fans. And next thing you know, the whole world's expecting me to be the toughest man on the planet, the man that better tech no matter who I'm wrestling. And Spencer said his answer was, I don't know. Well, I know, and that was that pressure that was put on you is the whole thing. Here's my take with Spencer. If I was Spencer's dad, seriously, this is not to blast Iowa, Brands, anyone. I'm looking to be the best I can at international wrestling right now. And by the way, we're all vested at that. We all want that. We want the best 57-kilogram guy for our team we can get. Yeah. And quite frankly, as we've seen in the past, Spencer has shown that. I'll never forget Spencer's last national championship, or not national, or world championship, where he came back and won. It was astounding. And I, at that time, was thinking, Spencer could possibly end up being one of our best freestyle wrestlers ever. Now, if I was his coach, I wouldn't. If I was his coach, I wouldn't have said that. I would have worked on not putting pressure on him. But if I was Spencer's dad, I would say, Spencer, we don't have to do it with stepping on any feelings or toes. We need to move somewhere. You need to go somewhere and do a reset, because mentally he's even to this day he's gone. They talked about that Japanese guy that's at 57 kilograms. By the way, he's a threat to possibly win the world championships. He's very, very good. I watched him wrestle. He's the real deal. Spencer's comment, he would have whooped me. They didn't get to wrestle over there. He was explaining because he's wrestles for the military, and Spencer can't enter there. And the fact that Spencer said it would have been fun. I would have liked to wrestle him, but he would have whooped me. What?
Yeah, I don't like that.
What?
at all. I don't
Dude,
like that.
mentally, he needs to get around someone to take his mind.
You gotta be a dog
Somewhere
Spencer.
else.
Almost stop being so nice, dude. Why are you trying to be a nice guy? Okay? Why doesn't he just embrace being the bad guy, dude?
Yeah, but I think the problem is that the whole thing's become too serious for Spencer. He's trying everything he's got to live up to all these words that have been spoken about him, and he needs to get to a place. And you can all laugh at me. He could go to Nittany Lion Wrestling Club and learn that this is just a game. All the times we made fun of this is just a game.
Okay.
But there's philosophy behind that.
All right, yeah. Well, okay.
What?
Were you ultimately trying to get to him? He should go to Penn State. Get out of here. Are you serious?
No,
First of all, you know how you overcome that? All that pressure? Like, in a way, you make it a game. How is, like, for what Ferrari's doing? Embrace being the bad guy, dude. That's how you twist all this pressure. His pressure is trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect. Embrace being a bad guy. Then there is no pressure to be perfect. You are the bad guy, dude.
That's why I think he needs to go somewhere else. Doesn't have to be Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. There's a
like
ton
that
of coaches out there that understand the philosophy, the head. And to me, we all know how important the head is. The head is incredibly, I mean, that's you could say 90% of it.
Great
if your head's
point.
right.
Yeah, we're talking about heads. Yes, let's talk about Spencer's head. Another thing he mentioned, he was in a 7-year relationship when he was 15 to 22. They broke up. He's been single now for 4 years. However, I do have breaking news. He's now dating Emily Bradley. But also a big gamer. Big Pokemon gamer. My question before we get into the Pokemon thing is, though, why did they break up? 7 years. 7 years they broke up. He did not want to talk about that a lot.
Well,
Are there red flags, Spencer, dating life?
I mean,
Probably.
who wants to talk about the
His mom's probably tried to
don't want-
wrestle his girlfriend and probably threw her around in the wall. I mean, seriously, you saw his mom wrestling?
You don't.
Then he's wrestling all the time. Then he's playing Pokemon whenever he's free.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk
I
about
got Pokemon. I got where's the report here? 31st out of a 400-person live event. 8-hour tournament he spent.
That sounds like
What's more impressive, winning NCAAs or 41st out of 400, 31st out of 400 Pokemon? Definitely Pokemon.
Oh, please. We want the best for Spencer. And
Why'd they
I'm
break
saying
up?
for him to just get to a different atmosphere, get around someone that can kind of reset him mentally. Because the problem here probably is mostly mentally. No, he probably shouldn't have wrestled. He didn't get in shape like he could have and should have for this season. But he's probably the one that insisted to brands and probably insisted to his parents, I'm ready to go. He didn't want to let down his coaches. He didn't want to let down his teammates. So he went before he was really ready. Then he starts pinning people. And just this morning, I watched that Minnesota McKee-Spencer match. And Spencer just got done pinning Ramos, pinning Cronin, pinning another big dog. I can't remember. He was on that pin streak. Well, McKee made him work. It turned out to be a 7-1 match. In the third period, Spencer could barely stand. It was obvious that, I don't know, for whatever reason, that he was not in physical shape.
But that's always been
his stamina, his gas tank was so low, and
That's always been
We
his
talked about that too.
MO.
It's just,
Well, he was asked biggest regret from college wrestling. The only notes I have here: another beat around the bush, eye roll. Literally had no answer there. Is he a professional beat around the busher? I don't know. Poor Clash of Combat trying to deal with those answers. He did say, okay,
I
here's
would've-
something
I would've
good
liked-
that he said. What do you got? Go ahead.
I would have liked Clash of Combat to, when he answered, I don't know, to why are you expected to be so dominant. I would have said, I would have actually got Spencer to answer. what did you think about all this praise that came raining on you all year long? Most dominant wrestler on the planet.
He would have beat around the bush.
The grace, and just see what his answer was.
It would have been nothing.
With that said,
guarantee you, he's Derek Jeter, he's Eli Manning.
They did a great job with the podcast. I'm not blasting Clash.
They asked the right questions. You just were not getting nothing out of.
Well, you kind of
Spencer.
wanted to just keep digging, but
And you know what that tells me, dude? Those questions, all those tough questions that he beat around the bush, means those are the questions he doesn't want to answer. Meaning, telling me the answer ain't good.
sometimes a wrestler just doing a reset, and maybe that's why Snyder left Ohio
Where should he
State.
go? You keep saying reset. Where should he go?
There's a lot of coaches out there that are very, very just away from that atmosphere, because I think it's just, and every wrestler's different. You could say he's
That
just got to
atmosphere
toughen
got
up and he's
3
got to be
titles.
that. That might be one way you can treat this wrestler, but you may have to treat this wrestler differently. And I'm just saying it would be refreshing for Spencer to get out of the place that's expecting him to be Superman in everything he does, and just go to a place where I'm starting fresh.
I agree with that,
because
though.
he's young.
Completely
He's
agree
still
with that.
young. He could have this successful career.
Just get a different perspective. Just get a different perspective.
Yes,
dude.
I
You've been
agree.
living in an echo chamber for how long? Get a different and an objective perspective.
I agree.
So
Do I think that'll happen?
No, absolutely
It's
not.
not.
Absolutely
So do I think Spencer Lee will ever be world champion or Olympic champion?
No.
No, I don't.
No. Is that breaking news? I don't think so. Breaking news.
Well, it's disappointing because I just couldn't
Well, he's
imagine.
got all the excuses with injuries. So.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Now, I mean, the fact that he just brings that up, dude, bothers me. Like, dude, if you are a dog on a hunt for an Olympic title, your whole mentality is different. You are not talking about injuries, dude. You're talking about your training and what's next. Like, you're talking about the future. Spencer, in every single interview, is talking about the past. That tells me the boy is done. A couple other things I want to mention here.
Could you ever imagine Tom Brand saying these words? He would have whooped me. I don't ever imagine. I don't care if Tom Brands was said, you got to go wrestle Olympic champ right now. Tom Brands wouldn't say he would whoop me.
Yeah.
Tom Brands would say something like, I'm gonna
It
give
sounds
that
like
man everything I got.
sounds like defeat. But all right, I will give him credit. He did say one thing, just talking about the whole overall wrestling ratings have been down. He said, make it later in the year to boost the ratings.
Yeah.
You're gonna avoid clashing with like March Madness and some other things. I like that.
That makes
I like
sense.
that, Spencer.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I do like that.
I like that, Spencer. So, good idea. Maybe we should look into that NCAA. We'll get into the NCAA later. Also talked about NIL offerings. He said he had nothing to do with it. He sent everything to his dad to deal with the offers. Clearly, well, I don't know. We don't know if he took offers, but
Oh, he did. He got some.
well, his dad dealt with all of it. So that dealt him the opportunity to avoid answering any questions about how much money he made. Convenient, Mr. Professional beat around the bush yet again. I noticed he has 2 gold rings on each pointer finger. What is that? Are they championship rings? What? They don't have 2 championships. What are those gold rings around each pointer finger? Did you notice that?
I don't know.
They're
You think
massive. They're like he's trying to show everyone how.
I
are they
didn't even
real
notice
gold?
that. Well, you think he would have 3 if they're for his natties. He would have 3.
There's only 2. So what are they? Are they engagement break-offs? I don't know.
Maybe they're rings from that old girlfriend that he's.
I could not find her name.
still
His new girlfriend,
hurting over.
Emily Bradley, apparently a soccer player,
He's still hurting over that old girlfriend.
went several years single. Apparently not great.
Were
at
you
dating.
barking up that tree right then?
Not great.
When you brought up the old girlfriend for 7 years, you think that affected him?
Yes.
Wow. Well, 7 years is a long time.
I mean, and clearly he admitted during that interview he's not good at dating. He doesn't message girls. He doesn't. I mean, so he's not aggressive on the mat, and he ain't aggressive in the dating world. Oh,
Well,
I hope it works out with Emily, boys.
I don't know who this Emily is. I got a hunch she's
Soccer
probably
player or something.
very pretty.
Yeah, she looks cute.
Oh.
Anyway, well, they knew each other in high school. So.
Oh, one of them deals.
Zero dating ability out of Spencer. Probably never actually.
Hey, that's what you call a wrestler who's devoted to what he's doing.
Yikes.
And
that's what you call lack of confidence. Yikes.
No.
Yeah, it is.
A man that knows
You're a
what he
big
wants,
dog at
and
your
he's
corner
gonna
hot
have-
sriracha. You think you ain't walking around picking up chicks right and left?
Zach, back when I was wrestling, I had this choice. Let's put some extra work in this practice here.
Yeah. Well, that were extra work.
Well, this girl
he's
called me up.
injured the whole season.
This girl said I'd come over.
He's injured his whole life. He can't pick up chicks. Come on. He should be picking up chicks right and left.
Well, he could.
I was dating the trainer back in high school. Yikes. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I mean, let's be serious. And
I don't even want to ask questions there.
That's because
Something sounds illegal.
yeah, well, no. Talking about crazy. He talked about how crazy DeSanto is. That boy is a maniac, dude.
Oh.
I've seen clips. DeSanto just an absolute maniac. He might be my favorite wrestler.
E as novinha vai. Finga de 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 quatro. E as novinha vai. Finga de 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 quatro.
DeSanto is good.
All right, that
Wait.
Pokemon, the only final
You ever see DeSanto at the beginning of matches?
yeah, he gets wild, dude.
It's like, wow,
just acts like
let's
a
go.
maniac.
It's time to go
I
right
know,
now.
I absolutely love it.
Now, DeSanto would be great for WWE.
yeah, dude, he should be on W. Now,
I don't know. They don't
how
have
much
the
better
small
would
guys.
He'd be so much better than Gable. Yeah, they don't have the small.
Oh,
Just a couple last comments. On
Gable, can you act a little
better?
mental?
Yeah,
Just,
he's got to
please don't give us this straight up, very proper guy. I
I
know
know.
you're supposed to be the great American hero. We want to think our heroes on WWE are not all there. Am I right?
Yeah, I want crazy.
Yes,
I want
crazy.
lunatic.
I don't know what this guy's going to do next.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
By the way,
Gable. Yeah, he's.
By the way, all old brands. If that was all true, the 1.1, I heard the latest was 1.5 million.
Oh, someone.
And
made it.
you talk about the floor falling or dropping out from under you. Here I insulted half my wrestlers for certain Keeter. Now Cassiope, he had he actually had a shirt to use. I think it was an Olympic shirt or something. So if Gable did come, or as we speculated, if Gable does come, Cassiope can use a shirt and come back next year. But either way, Keeter is kind of screwed in this. You know what I'm saying? So you're possibly
playing
pushing
football.
one of your top prospects maybe towards football and away from wrestling for good. And it was just, it's almost like the whole Frantic and Seabrink and Caliendo and Kennedy thing. I mean, the one thing I got to give Tom Ryan with his interview that we criticized in the previous episode is Tom Ryan said some stuff that was just wrong about Kale. But Tom Ryan said some stuff that I really liked. As far as NIL, as far as bringing guys in, he talks to his team, to the guys that are around that. Like, he just doesn't do it. And maybe Tom did too. I don't know.
Receives their input, yeah.
Yeah, he gets their input.
I like that. I mean,
I tell you and he mentioned about the team chemistry. And you say, well, this isn't a football team. This is kind of an individual sport. Chemistry is not that important. I disagree. I think chemistry is big in that room. And the whole team is even trying harder for that, their teammate. And when you got little mental battles going on in your room, not good. Not good. That's why I said Brands is
fire.
He's putting all the chips in.
The House of Brands.
And, I'm going to buy my way. Not the right way, dude. Not the right way. You got to build it from the base. How do you think the Orioles, you know what the Iowas become? The New York Yankees. The New York Yankees. Well, the Orioles, how
let's not start acting like that's how you build a program. The Orioles are terrible. Every single year except this year. No.
Oh, yeah?
I got to stop you there.
All right.
You're going off the rails. Boy, you're on one here tonight, aren't you? Daggone. My goodness. All right, one final thought on the Spencer interview. Man, we got to move on. Basically admitted that he dodged RBY. No dog in him. Did you hear that part? You heard that part, right?
Well, at this point,
you want to go?
mentally,
I know.
I'm floored.
Firing off,
I'm floored. I want Spencer to come back. Okay. Spencer, reset. Move away. Let's reset. New atmosphere. Just do it for a half year and see what happens. Go back to Iowa. Promise Tom and all of them, I'll be back in 6 months. I'm going to go away for just a little bit and then go see one of these coaches that are known for getting their wrestlers mentally right. And mentally right actually is stop taking this so seriously. This is all supposed to be fun.
Agree with that.
This is all supposed to be fun.
Might start with mom and dad there. Okay, might start with telling mom and dad not to take it so serious, but we gotta move on, dude. We gotta move on. This is going off the rails. 157 pounds. Too soon rankings, baby.
Okay.
You know the deal. I'm going through WrestleStat. I'm going through Flow. Top 10. Here we go. Number 1, we're starting with WrestleStat. Number 1, Levi Haynes. Number 2, Peyton Robb. Number 3, Ed Scott. Number 4, Bryce Andonian. Number 5, Jared Franick. Number 6, Ja'Cory Teamer. Number 7, Daniel Cardenas. Number 8, Will Lewan. Number 9, Trevor Chumley. And number 10, Chase Saldate. Then we go to Flow. Number 1, Levi Haynes. Number 2, Jared Franick. Number 3, Peyton Robb. Number 4, Ja'Cory Teamer. Number 5, Ed Scott. Number 6, Bryce Andonian. Number 7, Will Lewan. Number 8, Daniel Cardenas. Number 9, Chase Saldate. Number 10, Trevor Chumley. All right, there we go. How about that?
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay, first off, Peyton Robb's not going to be in there. Peyton Robb's taking a medical shirt, and that's kind of been confirmed, and I'm glad. We all are kind of rooting for Peyton Robb at this point. Let's get back to 100%. 2, a big name, Shapiro's going to probably be at 57. Didn't we agree to that last show? Okay. Shapiro's going to probably be at 57. So, here's mine. The championship, I might get embarrassed here a little bit. I'm kind of going off of just the eye test. And I usually don't give a wrestler this much praise, but I got Levi beating Shapiro in a close match. Very close match. That's how much I think of Shapiro, at least my eye test. That dude looks like one of them few. And I'll buy what Yanni's saying too.
You're like buying what Yanni's selling.
Kind of buying that. But I got Levi winning over Shapiro. Shapiro too.
Okay.
Now my third is a guy that just seems to keep coming and coming and coming, and that's Ja'Cory Teamer. I like Teamer at 3. I don't care what he's done in the past. I've seen a progression out of him. And I will give that Arizona State credit. They're not afraid to go wrestle people. And that's going to make Teamer better. They are not afraid to wrestle people.
Really? Because he really hasn't wrestled anyone. 1-1 versus Will Lewan, 0-2 versus Peyton Robb. And he is 3-0 versus Franick.
Yes.
He's 3-0 versus Franick. Okay.
I got Franick as 4. Okay?
Okay.
Make that 4-0. Okay, 5, one of the funnest wrestlers in all of college wrestling, Andonian. If he could learn to just not do that stupid thing, he's such a gambler. But that's why we all love him. He's awesome. I love gamblers.
Yeah.
He's a riverboat gambler, old Andonian, and he will entertain you, but he's going to get 5th because he'll make a mistake or two, like he always does, and like he did against Levi. Really, you got to know how to stall.
That was a fun
I
match
hate
to
to
watch.
say it, but you got to know when and how to stall.
I had Andonian in our fantasy league, so
Yeah.
thanks. All right.
I got Andonian beating Scott for 5th, so I got Scott at 6. Scott is very, very tough, very solid. Love him. Sal Date.
Chase.
Huh?
Chase Saldate.
Yeah. Well, I should know.
I'm sure that's.
I should know. Is it Saldate or I always call him Saldate. I don't know, but another wrestler that last year he started coming on, and I can just picture him. I know he's ranked below that, but he's who I got for 7th, beating Lawan for 8th. And I'll tell you right now, are Cardenas, Coleman, and here's one, Patty Gallagher. We're going to see an improvement by Patty Gallagher this year. He's going to be a factor.
what makes you think that?
Because he's been that his whole life. And you could see when he first started as a freshman, you can almost see the confidence growing in him. And like we said earlier, 90% of this is your mind. And the one thing I will say, what is Penn State's secret? Well, it's from the neck up is my take on their secret. And he's got them wrestlers mentally where they're supposed to be. Not where Spencer was, but where you're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And
All right.
there's a lot of other wrestlers out there. I'm here with this Penn State homerism. I will blast Penn State at times. I just can't think of anything right now.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll get to my rankings. I got to start with number 1, going to be Meyer Shapiro, okay?
Whoa!
This boy is next level. I'm telling you right now. You heard it from Yanni. You heard it from everybody. I don't have any past record matches to go compare against because he hasn't had it. But he is going to beat Levi Haynes, who we all know about. Levi ran out of gas against O'Connor. I really do wish Peyton Robb was wrestling. Okay, I'll say that I'm disappointed in that. I think there's a top 2 tier, and then there's a 3 top 2 are here. Mm-hmm. I think number 3 is here, and then I think number 4 through 7 are here. Number 3 is obviously Bryce Andonian. Okay,
whoa,
1-0 versus Will Lawan, 4-1 versus Ed Scott. He did lose to Levi, but then he also beat Chase Saldate.
I can't argue against that.
I mean, Andonian is a stud, dude. He
that.
will get smarter. Another year of coaching, another year. He's going to tighten that up, dude. And then these next 4, we could really go. It's really a hodgepodge, but I went 4 at Ja'Cory Teamer. 1-1 versus Lawan, 0-2 versus Rob. He's 3-0 versus Franek. That was the overwhelming majority decider there. Arizona State, I don't know, those coaching. He's placed twice, so he's been there. He's done that. I like Teamer at 4. Moving on to 5, I have Jared Franek. 1-1 versus Rob. By the way, I don't really count the 1 win because Rob was sick. But he 1-0 versus Lawan, 1-0 versus Chumley. He's 0-3 versus Teamer, so you can't put him ahead of him. 1-0 versus Saldate, 2-1 versus Coleman. Good record, North Dakota State, and he got 4th last year. Okay. Franek, that's good enough to come in at 5 for me. At 6, I got Will Lawan. Will Lawan is a dog, and this boy wrestles everybody, dude. Everybody. 0-1 versus Levi. 2-0 versus Peyton Robb. 2-0 versus Peyton Robb. You hear that?
Yeah.
1-1 versus Ed Scott. 0-1 versus Andonian. 0-1 versus Franek. 1-1 versus Teamer. 1-1 versus 1-0 versus Chumley. And 4-2 against Saldate. And he's in Michigan. They know how to coach in Michigan, dude. You cannot tell me Will Lawan is outside of the top 6. This Ed Scott hype, I don't understand it, okay? I have him coming in at 7. I mean, really, what has he done? He's 1-3 versus Peyton Robb. He's 1-4 versus Andonian. He beat Cardenas. And he's 1-1 versus Will Lewan. And he beat Chumley. Ed who? Ed. I guess I'll put him in.
Great Scott.
Coming in today to have Saldate. Okay, he's 0-2 versus Rob. 0-2. The only person he's beat is Will Lewan, 2-4, and Chumley, 1-0. He's at Michigan State. That's good coaching, but honorable mention is Cardenas. You know, he's highly ranked at Stanford there, but really, he has wrestled no one. He has avoided. I took Saldate because simply his experience in matches over Cardenas. Any final thoughts on 157? It's going to be really is Shapiro and Levi. That's a toss up, right?
Yeah, I noticed that we didn't have. We've come to the conclusion that Franic's going to beat Anthony
Yeah, I mean, well,
Ferrari. Am I right there? Isn't that going to be a battle?
if it is Ferrari, do you think he's placing higher than what you had Franek at?
No.
4th, and I had him at 5th.
No.
I don't either, so it's irrelevant. Either it's Franek or Ferrari. All right. Talking about 157 pounds, moving on. Austin O'Connor now at Illinois. Look out, Penn State, right? He beat Penn State last year. Now at Illinois coaching.
Yeah, that's a nice little coaching staff there. Ed Ruth, O'Connor. I tell you, I kind of like Illinois. I really do. I really do.
All right, let's have some fun, dude. Yeah, any final serious thoughts before we have some fun? I want to get into wrestling nicknames, baby.
Oh, I'm serious all the time.
Yeah, okay. Well, Shane Sparks previously mentioned Nagao should be called the Top Monster.
No, wait, let me grade these as you give them.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
All right.
I asked you to come up with some. You had none.
Oh,
I came up with plenty in like 10 seconds. So I will run through these nicknames. 1 to 10, 10 being home run. I will email them and let them know their official nickname is this.
How about, can I go A to F?
Whatever.
Whatever. Anything, if it's a B or above, I think we should use that name forever.
Some of these I already
on this
have.
podcast.
Some of these I already
for that
have.
wrestler.
All right. Well, first of all, what's your grade on the Top Monster for Aaron Nagao?
That's just it's C minus. Kind of a little boring there. I mean, we got to get more pop to it. Top Monster. But not bad. As you can see, you're not going to get an
That's
A
what you
easy.
said to me when I got C's in school. Not bad. Not bad, Zach. All right, let's get into my wrestling nicknames, baby. Some of these I've said before. Off the top, Levi Freight Train Haynes.
I do like that.
What's your grade?
Levi Freight Train Haynes. I'm gonna go B plus on that.
That's it.
Let's use that. Let's use it.
I'm using it. All right, how about Carter Hot Strachey?
I kind of like that too. Let's go another B plus on that.
Oh, wow, dude.
What you think I'm just getting
Sounds
out
like I'm
A's?
not getting
I'm supposed to
any
just
A's.
give out A's.
All right.
Here's
all right.
A's.
All right, with the recent news of Gable Steveson, how about Gable the Fable Steveson? He's selling us fiction stories. You thought? What's your grade?
Well, we don't know that yet, so that could turn out to be a F. If he comes back next month and say, "Oh, I'm done my
Yeah,
little
that kind
thing."
of goes against your theory.
By the way, they didn't contact me. I don't know why. They didn't contact me for another event. So I decided I might as well wrestle college. Gable,
well-
tear it up at this event. Tear it up.
So that's possible F. Okay. Well.
Okay.
All right. How about Spencer? Beat around the trees, Lee. Not beat around the bushes. It's beat around the trees, Lee.
Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Poor Spencer. Could we just, the whole world, the wrestling world, could we come together and just stop with picking on Spencer? Look at you.
What's
Just
the
look
grade?
at you.
What's the grade?
How about
on
we
the
pick
nickname?
a little
What's
more?
the grade on the nickname?
Huh? Oh. That was kind of funny, though. I'll go B- on that.
Wow, tough grader. Okay.
Okay.
Shane No Mess Van Ness.
Okay. There's your first A-. No Mess Van Ness.
What?
I like that.
That's the first one I said. It don't even make no sense. All right.
Oh, you're right. That does
Shane
make
No Mess Van Ness. All right. How about Matt Vamos Ramos? Matt Vamos Ramos.
Now, which one is it? Ramos? Ramos?
I was saying the word wrong.
Oh.
Matt Vamos Ramos.
Oh. Is that like Game of Thrones or something?
Like, go get him. Let's go. It's for beating Spencer. You don't like that one, huh?
D.
Okay, Vito. I couldn't come up with one with Vito. All right. How about Dayton? Something needs fixed.
Okay, this is going off the rails.
I know.
Ridiculous.
I'm ripping through them. Just give me grades. I'll rip through them. I got a lot.
Okay, D.
Wow. Okay. How about Lucas the Nerd Bird?
Okay. that kind of fits. I mean, when you see him with his glasses on and stuff. Then he takes his glasses off and he's a maniac.
It's gotta be
Lucas
at least-
Bird. I like that. A-.
Okay, A-. All right. The real deal Woods.
What is that? What you get when you get second place?
Wow.
Is that what you get? Because
What's
real
a grade?
deal.
What's a grade?
Alirez doesn't think so. C.
Okay, C. Okay, how about this? All right. Andrew Alcatraz Alirez.
That's not bad. Can you imagine some of the suggestions we get in these comments?
No, well, I don't know. I pretty
These
much
comments down below. I don't even want to. Oh my goodness.
Andrew Alcatraz Alirez. What's your grade?
That's a B.
Okay.
Plus.
Brock Hardy.
Okay. Okay. C plus.
Okay.
Not bad.
Some of these are better than others.
Not bad.
Lachlan, steal your girl McNeil.
D. We steal your
Okay.
girl McNeil.
Slamming Sammy Sasso.
Yeah. That bored me a little bit. Let's go D- on that one. Wow. Oh, that's too easy. We got to get more.
Okay. Well, I just like rhymes. Aaron Bookett Brooks.
Ooh. Bookett Brooks. Okay. I think we can do better. C.
Trent Hitman Headley.
Okay. I hear he's quite a character.
Well, I'll get into some of the
Hidley.
comments. Yeah.
Is it Hidley?
Hidley.
I
Hitman
thought it was
Hidley.
Hidley.
Whatever.
Yeah, I hear he's quite a character.
Well, that would be a hitman.
Let's give it to him. B.
B. Okay. Dayton Vaccine Pitzer. Kind of looks like Pfizer. Vaccine.
Oh, about Pitzer.
Pfizer.
He's coming back this year. Oh, oh my.
You get it, right?
No, say that again.
Dayton Vaccine Pitzer. But it looks like Pfizer. So it's.
Oh my goodness.
What's
All
that?
right. You can tell it's the off season.
I got two left. What's a grade on that?
That's a B plus.
Okay. All right. How about Fly It Wyatt Hendrickson? He's in Air Force. Fly
I
It
think
Wyatt.
he's already got his. He's the great American hero. So we got it. That's an F. We gotta keep that.
All right. My last one. Bo, Mr. Big Dick Nickel.
Gee. What? What?
What? These people are sending in nicknames.
Oh my goodness.
Probably an A plus, right?
That's an F. That's an F. I got one.
All right. What?
Tyler Berger. Punk. That's right. Taking your head and doing headshots into people, cheating out there. You know the weird thing is, you talk to all the other wrestlers, even like the Zayn and everybody else. Oh yeah, Tyler's a great guy. That didn't fit right then. I know you want to win, Tyler. I do, but please, I still can't get that image out of my head. And what? You weren't messing with a little girly girl there. You were messing with Zayn. And
Zane Train.
the Zayn train.
He was not messing around.
Yeah.
But all right,
No, I'm just kidding.
kidding.
Tyler Berger's not a punk. I'm not even sure what punk means. That's going to take me a little while, Tyler, before I forgive you on that one.
All right, I'm going to hit you with lightning round questions. This is the off season. That and comments review, and we'll wrap this up. Lightning round questions. You know the deal.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds.
All right.
Top 3 PA wrestlers of all time.
Well, can we at least go with the ones I've seen? Okay, the ones I've seen. Kerry Colot's number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is Joey Wilderson from Southwest. Mm-hmm. He was only a 3-time champ. He lost one of the greatest PIAA matches as a freshman in the finals. If you got a chance, get on Facebook and watch that. Joey Wilderson was a machine.
Okay.
And 3, I guess we'll go Chase.
Marsteller.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Okay. Chips or pretzels?
Chips.
The Office or Seinfeld?
You know, I wish that wasn't true, that last one. I wouldn't weigh 500 pounds. All right, what?
Probably if you didn't watch either of these next 2 shows that you're choosing between either.
What's that?
The Office or Seinfeld?
Oh, come on. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, man. I don't even want to give a loser there, but I guess
5,
Michael Scott
4,
did it for me. I'm going to go Office.
Okay. 3 years of Tom Brand's coaching or 6 months of Cale Sanderson coaching?
6 months. 6 months. I need that key.
Shocker.
That key everyone wants.
Shocker.
From here up,
Yeah.
that's the key.
Okay. All right. How about this year? If anyone other than Penn State wins a national championship, will you wear an Iowa Speedo on BET Wrestling? Yes or no?
Come on. I'm not here to drive people away. And there's a
You're not that confident.
You will hear me say,
You're not that confident.
I've already said Penn State could lose some duels this year. It's possible. Penn State could lose the national title this year. It's possible. And
Okay. 10 seconds is up. Better
No.
coach, Brands or Bourmet? Bourmet.
it's Bourmet.
Bourmet.
Yeah.
Okay. Brands or Tom Ryan?
I'm going to go Tom Ryan.
Cale Sanderson or Dan Gable?
Cale Sanderson. He changed the game, people.
Would you rather sleep without a CPAP or have to go through an entire Penn State practice?
Get out. I just got a CPAP. They forced me to. That thing is awesome, Zach.
Okay, would you rather have to sleep without it or have to last an entire Penn State practice?
I'll sleep without the CPAP. Yeah,
I can't make it.
I die. I die in Penn State's practice.
Okay.
I got to get back in shape.
Coors Light or Bud Light?
None.
What's your beer?
My beer, Root. Root beer. Yeah.
Okay. If you had to kill one of your children to save the other 2, who would it be? And if you don't pick one, they all die.
No, wait. If I had to what?
You have to pick one of your children to have killed to save the other 2. Who would it be?
Well,
There is a right answer here.
this already took too long.
No. What?
And
What's your answer?
My answer is obviously I gotta
If you don't answer, we all die.
let them all die.
No!
Just let them all die.
Right answer is me, the oldest. I had the most
'em all
years.
die.
I had the most years. I lived the most life. You let me die.
Oh, please.
Unbelievable. Walmart or Amazon?
Did we really get this slow? Because I can talk about things.
I got a couple more here. Walmart or Amazon? We're trying to learn about you.
Walmart. I don't even know how to use Amazon.
Who would win at the
Fancy
height of their
dancy
wrestling?
computers out there.
You at your height or Corey?
No,
My
it's-
brother, your son. Corey at his peak or you at your peak of wrestling? Who wins one-on-one?
Corey. Although I would have scored. I would have scored.
He would have
I didn't have the coaching that he had.
Okay. All right. Just one final run through. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are they at their job? Number 1, Shane Sparks.
I like Shane Sparks. Passion, He brings it. A.
Is that a 10?
Yeah, 10. Well, let's go 9. I don't like giving 10s.
Yeah, you're tough. Tom Brands.
At his job
Yeah.
this past year, a 2. And so far this year, a 2. You're hurting the sport of wrestling with trying to buy this. You're feeding the monster, Tom, that could damage our sport. Oh, well, Kale's got 3 transfers. Okay, show me the evidence where we threw money to get them in. I'm telling you, we got to fix this problem. And Tom, I'm not just blaming you. We got Bormet over there. We got others doing it. Maybe you have to do it just to.
That's the 10-second warm. All right, that's scale of 1 to 10. Flow Wrestling.
I mean, Flo is, you love him and hate him. All the times they screwed up, I can't tell you the times they made me so angry. And
All I want's a number.
but they brought us matches we couldn't see years ago.
10 seconds. We gotta need a number, dude.
5.
NCAA.
3. Get a grip, NCAA. That takes some authority over there.
Okay. How about me at editing these episodes?
Okay. You have just here's Zach. He just keeps getting better and better. Whoa. Look,
What's the number?
He found a new toy here. Please. Oh, 8, 7. 7.
That's
We got to keep room to keep.
all right. One final one. How good are you at trucking? 1 to 10. Currently open for hire, folks. Right?
Well, tomorrow I find out if it's
How good are you at
bankruptcy.
driving a truck?
Daggone my company bankruptcy. I should be sad right now.
I know, but
I am kinda sad.
happy.
I'm a little sad.
Well, what is your number? How good are you? 1 to 10.
I am a 10 at spacing.
Wow, the only 10 we got all night.
I'm a.
Unbelievable. What? Hire this man, folks.
I'm a 5 at backing. I see these veterans out there. They make
10
me
at
look
spacing.
bad. They make me look bad.
5 at backing. Wow. That's troubling.
Like
Thankfully,
I
you
can
don't
look
have
at
to
a
do that a
space
lot.
and I can decide.
How
Can I
good
get
are
through
you-
there? I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, how good are you at driving forward?
How about the highway dance? Not making other
Highway
people
dance.
mad, not making other. I'm a 7 there. I'm a 7 there.
You're 7 at the highway dance.
Yeah, I probably make people mad, but I've worked with a governor too. So
How about turning left?
turning left.
Yeah.
You mean racing? Because I can race, boy.
We saw that a couple
The
weeks
last
ago.
time
bro.
I checked, we went to the go-kart track. I schooled you, your brother,
No,
your
daggone.
brother-in-law, all of you.
Well, you look like a.
Cole and that whole
You look
league
like a
that
little
we're in.
Sally out there on the
Stay away from me. And the last time we went to the go-kart track, the guy was like, he was kind of cracking up laughing. Look at the fat guy coming over, squeezing in this go-kart. Well, guess who won that race? Guess who won that race?
Me.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you look like a little Sally out on the Poconos last week. But
It was kind of comic.
My
book 'cause
goodness.
We had video of it, and I'm squeezing like this.
yeah.
But
Well, you
let me
saw
tell
it,
you,
folks.
you
You
got
saw
to free that thing up. You got to free it up coming out of them turns. All right, enough.
All right, let's get in the comments review and wrap this up for the
Yeah.
week. First of all, we have Opaka 512. Let's get some insight into Lee possibly pulling an RBY and wrestling at 57 kilograms for France. What? Is that possible?
That's interesting. That's interesting. Although he said in that interview, I haven't trained in a month, why? But so I would say unlikely. Unlikely. Although, why not?
Possible.
Why not
Unlikely,
for
but
the-
possible. Okay. How about EJ Newton? What'd you guys think about Fargo? Who impressed you? Real quick.
Well, we need almost a whole episode there because there was quite a few that were very,
Give me your
very
top 3
impressive.
who impressed you.
Man, I can't even say his name. Tate Nonabom or whatever.
Yeah.
It's Iowa State's guy. I think he was impressive. I could keep going. There's
Okay. Well, you gave us one name. All right. All right. How about Rob Huey, one of our fans? He says Trent Hidlay is his vote for wrestler who becomes famous out of nowhere. And then he had someone who said, agreed, he's a natural showman. NC State fans love his Raise the Roof celebration.
That's where I got that from our comments.
That's right. That's
I tell
right.
you, I learned more from our comments than they learned from us.
Hey, thank you,
Especially
Rob.
this episode.
Thank you, Rob. A couple comments from ADLEROSB123. He says Gable was offered 1.5 from Iowa. Ooh, I don't know. And then a comment on our last episode, he said the car driving by when we were talking about Gable going to Iowa.
You're editing.
Not a coincidence. That was a sign that Ferrari is coming. Hey, wow. Do you believe in fate or something? I don't know.
Talk about Tom putting all of his chips in. Not only is he putting his chips in that Ferrari doesn't end up in jail, he's putting his chips in that Ferrari can actually get down to 97.
True, on both. Moving on, Loosh Ed Name 5425. Love the show, but y'all can be typical PSU fans. Why is it a problem when everyone else buys wrestlers, but justified when your team does? Huh?
I don't know. Look, I'm going to improve at that.
All right, Slap the Mat. He ranked. Slap the Mat's got a podcast coming out, supposedly. He's telling me, man. We're waiting on it. He ranked his. Here are his college wrestling podcast rankings. Number 1, us.
Okay, slap the mat. Slap the mat.
Said, keep doing you. Number 2, Bashamania. Local guy to me, Rochester, New York.
I like
Some top
Bashamania.
wrestlers.
I do like
State Homer.
Bashamania.
Also, number 2, Clash Combat.
I like Clash Combat.
Number 3,
Very
Flow.
good.
Number 4, Stalemates. Excellent films.
Stalemates is
State
good.
Homer.
I do like Stalemates. Another interview type.
Yeah. Number 5, Wrestling Changed My Life. Kind of slow but solid dude. Number 6, Wrestling Dad. Top-notch match breakdown. Number 7, Fanco. Can someone be too positive? If so, then Penn State Homer. And then finally, number 8, Matt Scouts, Intermat, and Willie. Sometimes I just shake my head when he is thinking mid-sentence.
Willie Sailor. I'd love to do a Willie Sailor imitation.
Self-proclaimed
right
brain of wrestling.
Here's Willie Sailor.
I'd love to have you and Willie.
Willie, I love you. Don't get mad at me about this, but this is Willie Sailor. Okay, that's I want to break down this 157. You know, Levi, I spoke with his dad. Actually, we had lunch for 12 hours. we had lunch for 12 hours, me and, Levi's dad is really nice. I like him a lot. I think he might beat Shapiro. By the way, I know Shapiro's mom. And
all right, I get it.
Willie, you don't have to prove to us you know everybody. Can you get on with the next subject?
I tell you what I want, dude. I want Willie. Dude, Willie, I don't know if you watch this, dude. Maybe I'm going to send him an email. I want to have a matchup, dude. You versus Willie.
I'll take Willie on.
I'm the narrator.
I'll take Willie on.
Oh, I'm just going to rip you guys with these lightning round questions.
Willie used to wrestle. I used to wrestle. Willie won an old man. You want a piece of an old man, Willie? Come on, Willie. I love you, Willie.
Wow. Would I absolutely love that? I'm telling you right now, dude.
Santa Claus against Willie. All right.
All right. He also confirmed, Slap the Mat also confirmed Swiderski's staying at going 149. On to that, Clash of Combat said they're coming for your number 1 spot. They watched. And finally, we had Turd Ferguson 999. I've seriously been rooting for him to be our fan. He said, no question, for the proper blend of pure entertainment value coupled with relevant content, BEG Wrestling is the best wrestling podcast, and it ain't close. Keep it up, my friends. Wipe your behinds.
Well, that's awfully nice.
Turd Ferguson.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how true that is. Did you see the one comment he wanted us to rate the best Pennsylvania wrestlers.
Yeah,
of all
we might do that next.
time. Yeah, but I remember making a promise to somebody about breaking down Oklahoma State, and we still have not done that.
We also still have
Captain.
Ohio State and Michigan.
Captain.
on deck. We still have Ohio State and Michigan. Well, hey, look,
That's-
we're waiting for slow weeks.
That's it,
These
it's that.
topics keep popping up, dude. These topics keep popping up. Jacob says we do no research. Jacob!
Look,
I don't know. That's all I got for this week. You got anything else?
What
do we have looking forward to next week?
should I
No.
apologize about this episode?
Why?
again?
Why?
Because we went off the rails.
Off the rails!
Come on.
Hey, people like it. People like it.
I'm here.
You're here. They're here. We're here. This is BEG Wrestling, baby. Let's go.
See you guys.
I love great shots. Don't you love great shots? Oh, don't be the dud in the group.
Here at BEG, we can cover any event, promote your business, or even produce your show.
There's nothing like the perfect shot.
Nice stick. Nice
Thanks.
stick.
Thank you. My birthday. Is it your birthday? Are you getting married?
Birthdays, weddings, even your local charity event, and things that you haven't even thought about. Specializing in real estate and business marketing, BEG is here to help you remember your event and ramp up your business.
It's okay. It's all about having the right angles. Ooh. Oh. Lord. Wow. BEG to make money. BEG to make memories. Just make it easy with BEG.
Check us out at beaverenterprisegroup.com on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram.